we're wearing a lot of hats in the business, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. So like
Yeah, it
just
does.
being everywhere,
Yeah.
and just sort of doing a lot of different things. And I think just like those tasks taken off our plate is so helpful because I think we can easily just like be everywhere and do everything and then not do anything right or not do
Yeah.
anything to our ability because we're focusing on way too many things when it should just be like, one job for one person. I think those sorts of things have made the business a lot better. And that's also why we've been able to grow as well.
Yeah.
Having those VAs come in and just doing, those like particular tasks and doing it really well.
So I'll get you to introduce yourself, so your name and your business.
I'm Kaish, or Kaisha Lenton. I work as a creative director for Rebecca Miller, who's an online business coach, and we look after salon and clinics around Australia and New Zealand. Been working in the business for about 4 years now, so it was just me and Beck at the start. And then obviously the business grew over time as well. So that's why we had to sort of outsource some things.
And you guys have grown a lot and won lots of awards, so you guys are killing it. Talk to me a little bit about like some of the problems or the things that made you want to reach out to us and get a virtual assistant.
I would say, like, for me, when I first started with Beck, I was doing a lot of the social media stuff. So I was, creating carousels, creating reels, doing everything, posting, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And my main thing is marketing, but I think having someone that could like actually take that off me was really great. Me and
Mm.
Beck, and actually having someone that can actually, create all those things day to day, that was super helpful.
It's super time consuming, and like you were sort of we were talking about before, it almost takes away from like the really strategic stuff that you do in your business when you get buried in that stuff.
It really does. And as the business grew, we were finding that, everything's growing, right? So we needed more hands on deck. And I think what happened was I just couldn't do the social media stuff anymore. My focus was going to like the higher level marketing stuff. And that is
Mm.
time consuming within itself. So we really needed someone that could come in and actually, build the reels and, create the carousels. And even like thinking back to building reels, like it would take me like an hour or two to
Yeah.
build a reel. It was an awesome reel, but like, that's not time spent well, is it, when you're doing those sorts of
No.
things?
So, did you guys have any hesitations like before starting with us or with a VA, or were there any specific reasons that you guys were like, yep, let's just go and do it?
I think we knew that we identified that we really needed someone to help with the social media and take that off our plate. We have worked with a few other VA companies in the past as well, and I think it's hard because sometimes you might have someone working the business, but they don't really get it properly. Like they don't really understand your maybe like your audience, your niche, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I found with social friends, like with Yvonne, particularly who we work with as our social media manager, she's actually come in and has, studied Beck, has studied the industry, has actually gone quite, I guess, like, how could you explain it? Like, she's just kind of like just gone into everything really well. And I feel like with a lot of other businesses that we've worked with, they just come in, do the task, that's it.
Yeah.
Like, I think you guys expand on a lot, which is awesome. And I've really found that with social friends. I just think, yeah, we want someone who like is a high achiever, like a high performer, who can actually come in and really understand all aspects of everything rather than just do like, just come do your job, like that's it. Like I just
Yeah.
find that with friends, that's the point of difference with you guys.
Is that sort of what you'd say is like one of the main reasons that you went ahead with us?
Yes, absolutely. And
Yeah.
also another reason as well is because your hiring process is really great as well. So
Yeah.
I found you guys you took the time to find us a great fit.
Yeah.
With other people, they don't really take the time to do that. So I think that's another big reason with that too.
So, what would you say has changed, or what changes have you seen, or what's changed the most since starting with like social friends, or starting with Yvonne as your VA?
I would say probably like much more consistency
Mm.
in our socials and yeah, like I said before, like just like a lot of time saving for Beck and I. Like we can just really focus on the other tasks that we can do.
Yeah. And do you find that the partnership and the performance of your VA changes much the longer that you're with them?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I think when they've been with us for a long time, I think, yeah, they know the processes and all that, like, everything, the audience, like how we kind of work and all that sort of stuff.
What do you think you love the most about working with Yvonne?
I think she just feels like she's part of our team. Like she doesn't feel like a contractor or someone outside the business. Like she feels very much aligned and a part of our team, which I love. And yeah, like I've said before, like just the time saving aspects of it is so helpful having a VA and just having someone that can come in and know what they're doing and just create what we need is the best thing. Like, and
Yeah.
just even feeling like confidence in that as well, just knowing that that's all handled, that's
Yeah.
taken off our plates, and that is, yeah, super, super helpful, I think, for us to grow,
Yeah.
definitely.
Anything that you haven't touched on, I suppose, about the effect that it's had on you personally or like in the business professionally?
I would just say like less pressure, for Beck and I, because we know that that's all handled basically.
Yeah.
We just like we're wearing a lot of hats in the business, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. So like
Yeah, it
just
does.
being everywhere,
Yeah.
and just sort of doing a lot of different things. And I think just like those tasks taken off our plate is so helpful because I think we can easily just like be everywhere and do everything and then not do anything right or not do
Yeah.
anything to our ability because we're focusing on way too many things when it should just be like, one job for one person. I
Yeah.
think those sorts of things have made the business a lot better. And that's also why we've been able to grow as well.
Yeah.
Having those VAs come in and just doing, those like particular tasks and doing it really well.
And so, what would you say to somebody who's sort of sitting on the fence about getting a social friends VA?
Absolutely do it. Like,
Yeah.
don't waste time. Just go and do it right now because that way you'll get your time back. You'll literally like make more profit in your business as well. There's a lot of amazing things that come from that. So, yeah, just go and do it straight away.